Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily and I do art, lifestyle, and music videos on my channel. And today I wanted to do a little paint with me session with you guys. Get your cup of coffee, tea, whatever you'd like to drink, and your art supplies, whether you want to journal, paint, or draw with me. And yeah, let's just get started. I've already sketched out a drawing with pencil before I go in with a micron fine tip ink pen, and I'm using a brown colored ink pen. You can use whatever you have with you or not, or skip the step altogether. And most of my paintings don't really look like I'm using an outline because I use a dark brown pen. But anyway, great shot of me totally covering the whole painting with my hand, but please ignore that. The next step is basically me trying to figure out the color palette for this drawing, and I generally like to pick a few colors and then go with that. But today I'm actually doing a draw this in your style challenge, and the original drawing is from the NAMI art. Please check out her channel. I'm gonna link her channel in the description below. She's also on Instagram and other social platforms, so yeah, please go check her out. I'm using a more lavender, light purple pastel colors, and Nami used some really gorgeous purple, blues, and hot pink. And for me, I don't have those exact colors in my watercolor palette, so I'm just mixing whatever I can to kind of match with what I want it to look like. She gave us total freedom to do this, and that's what I really love about Draw This in Your Style challenges, because in the past I've wanted to do exactly what the other person was doing, or at least mimic the same thing, but over the course of time I realized that drawing this in your style means adding your own touch, adding your own elements, or whatever. I would love to do my own Draw This in Your Style challenge for you guys one day, but I'm hoping that I have enough time and preparation before I actually get to do it. Anyway, after I ink, I'm just going with the first layer of color. I don't really have to explain much because you can see what I'm doing here. I just hope that you enjoy this video and have a relaxing time doing whatever you're doing, or even if you're playing this in the background. As I mentioned in the title, I wanted to do a little chit chat kind of video with you guys, and I've never actually done this before, but I love watching these kind of videos, and I've always wondered what it would be like if I did one of these and if people were even interested in watching them. I did a little Q&A session on my Instagram stories last week, and if you're not following me, please, you're welcome to go and follow me. The link is down in the description. I did answer them all, but I wanted to kind of talk about a few questions. The first one was, what inspires you? And honestly, anything that I come across, whether I'm looking at the sky or a picture that I found from a long time ago, or my own journal pages that I found a long time ago, all of these things inspire me. But mostly I've noticed these days that the things that inspire me are like music and lyrics and flowers and just nature. Really, I don't exactly draw a lot of nature related things, but I do get a lot of my inspiration from these natural earth toned colors, and I like to incorporate them into my drawings. And if you've seen any of my work, you know that I love drawing florals and leaves and foliage and all those kind of things. And recently I've been into drawing more portraits, and I incorporate these things into those. But yeah, like I mentioned in my stories, I don't really have a particular formula, but I just keep wanting to do art. And I think that's my biggest inspiration, is that I have this drive, and that doesn't come just from, sitting around. Actually, I watch a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other content creators on Instagram, and they all inspire me. And a lot of times I feel like, oh my goodness, they've done this in the past month, and I have not even sat down on my table to draw one little flower. But not to be like I want to copy them or I want to create exactly what they created, but I always get inspiration from even my friends who are artists. I feel like if I'm gonna do something, I want to show it and share with the world. And yeah, well, long story short, I think that it really depends on my time, my mood, and my emotional state as to what inspires me for that time. But yeah. And the second question was, what do you do when you feel sad? I think that it's such an ongoing thing for me these days, is this fact of like the world that we're living in right now. And I don't want to go and make you all sad, but you and I both know that realistically we're living through a pandemic, and it's not easy for anybody. And I think now more so than ever, we're all collectively quite sad about this pandemic. And I think each and every one of us, we're trying our best to move on and find normality in this life, but we all know that it's not easy. And I mean, we don't expect it to be easy, but it's something that it's always in the back of my mind as well. But just some very practical things that help me when I'm sad are just listening to my favorite music. And I go and listen to some of my Bollywood music, and I listen to them, and I just feel like it uplifts my mood so much. It just makes me so happy listening to Bollywood music. And there's other artists that I love listening to, like Taylor Swift and John Mayer, and also some of my worship music, which I mean that should be in a whole another video. But anyway, that's one thing that I do when I'm sad. And the other thing I do is honestly just pray or journal and just talk to God about like what I'm going through. And it really just helps me just move on with the day when I know that I've done my best and I've prayed about it, and Jesus is gonna take care of the rest of things. And that helps me and encourages me. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel sad anymore. It just like it kind of gives me a little bit more encouragement, I guess. The other thing is that obviously I love listening to books and audiobooks and podcasts, and that really helps me take my mind out of things, and I learn a lot of things too. The other things that I do are like super like time consuming, which is binge watching YouTube videos and gaming videos and like just random videos on YouTube. It's like literally my life at the moment. And yeah, also ride around the town with my motorbike. Chiang Mai is so pretty, and when it's not too hot, it's like the most amazing thing to just drive your motorbike, and the wind that you feel on your cheeks and your hair is just really amazing. Yes, I have my helmet, but you can still feel the wind. Anyway, final thing is I sleep or eat, and it makes me feel 10 times better when I'm feeling sad, and I know that you guys relate, hopefully. Comment down below if you relate to that. Right now I'm using a Jelly Roll white pen to, bring back the whites that I lost when I was painting. You can't really get back white. You have to start with lighter color and then build, as you can see from today's painting process video. But yeah, that's all for the Q&A actually. And yeah, I really enjoyed this type of video, and I hope I can keep getting better at them and talking to you guys as well. But this is what I have for now. I just love her so much. I like how it turned out, and I hope that you liked it too. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel and videos. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and see you next time. Bye.